Welcome to a new episode in which we explore an intriguing question. Is osteoarthritis potentially curable? Osteoarthritis has long been considered an incurable degenerative disease, and the majority of the medical community continues to hold to this view. An episode that examines the topic from a current medical perspective can be found linked above. Nevertheless, some experts are questioning this assumption and offering new approaches. For example, Dr. Jason Theodosakis, author of The Arthritis Cure, views osteoarthritis as a treatable condition. He recommends a combination of glucosamine and chondroitin to promote cartilage regeneration, supplemented with weight management and appropriate exercise. Dr. Theodosakis, also known as Dr. Theo, is a leading expert in joint health and has conducted extensive research in this area. Also, Dr. John Sarno, former professor of rehabilitation medicine, takes a psychosomatic approach. He believes that stress and repressed emotions can cause physical pain and that addressing these factors can provide relief. Dr. Sarno, who taught at New York University School of Medicine, is known for his theory of tension myoneural syndrome, which he has described in several books. And Dr. Mark Hyman, a representative of functional medicine, sees osteoarthritis as a systemic disease. His focus is on an anti-inflammatory diet, promoting gut health and using specific supplements. Dr. Hyman is a renowned doctor and author who founded the Ultra Wellness Center and regularly speaks on health topics. Particularly noteworthy is the approach of Dr. Wolfgang Feil, a German biologist and sports doctor, who is causing a stir with his hypothesis. He claims that osteoarthritis is curable even in advanced stages. His methodology is based on 4 pillars: an inflammation-reducing diet, double joint activation, the activation of mental self-healing powers, and targeted nutrient supplementation. Dr. Feil studied at the University of Tübingen and has been advising top athletes and national teams for over 20 years. Dr. Feil sees osteoarthritis as an inflammatory disease in which low-grade inflammation damages the cartilage over years. He sees the key to healing in the activation of macrophages in the M2 state, which play a crucial role in the repair and regeneration of the tissue in the synovial membrane. These special immune cells promote anti-inflammatory processes, protect tissue from further damage, and support regeneration. His nutritional recommendations include reducing carbohydrates and sugar and doubling the consumption of vegetables, salads, herbs, and spices. In addition, he developed the so-called Frolox value to quantify the anti-inflammatory capacity of foods. The Frolox value is used as a measure to evaluate the anti-inflammatory potency of foods in the treatment of osteoarthritis. It is based on the combination of various nutrients and bioactive compounds in foods that can help reduce inflammatory reactions in the body. Particularly interesting is the role of cloves in Dr. Feil's approach. He recommends taking 6 pieces 3 times a day. Other spices such as cinnamon, ginger, and turmeric are also highly valued. Dr. Feil emphasizes the importance of exercise, but with moderation and purpose. His double joint activation includes coordination exercises and functional strengthening, followed by targeted exercises for the affected joints. A fascinating aspect of his method is the emphasis on mental self-healing powers. He sees osteoarthritis as an opportunity to rethink and improve one's entire lifestyle. Dr. Feil is critical of classic painkillers and cortisone preparations. He argues that these can inhibit the regenerative power of cartilage cells. Instead, he again recommends cloves and green tea as natural pain-reducing options. But how do these approaches stand in the light of current scientific findings? Although the scientific evidence on cartilage regeneration through lifestyle factors is limited, there is clear evidence that certain lifestyle changes can positively influence cartilage health and function. A diet rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin C, vitamin K, hyaluronic acid, and collagen has been shown to be beneficial. Foods such as green leafy vegetables, berries, nuts, fatty fish, and green tea contain these important nutrients and can have anti-inflammatory effects. In addition, research shows that avoiding inflammatory foods, such as refined sugars and trans fats, can reduce inflammation and therefore support cartilage health. Regular, low-intensity physical activity, such as swimming, cycling, and brisk walking, strengthens the muscles around the joints, improves blood circulation, and reduces pressure on the joints, helping to preserve and potentially regenerate cartilage. Weight management also plays a crucial role. Healthy weight loss can reduce pressure on joints and promote cartilage health. Although supplements such as glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid have been identified in some studies as supporting cartilage health, the evidence is mixed. Other claims, such as complete cartilage regeneration in advanced osteoarthritis, have not been scientifically proven. The effectiveness of specific diets or supplements for curing osteoarthritis has not been sufficiently proven. It is crucial to emphasize that rejecting established medical treatments in favor of alternative methods may involve risks. While the approaches presented appear promising, there is often a lack of comprehensive, peer-reviewed studies proving their effectiveness. On the other hand, if a particular method actually helps in your personal situation, it is not always necessary to wait for scientific studies. Ultimately, if something that isn't harmful helps us live more pain-free, it hardly matters whether it's a placebo effect or not. In the end, it's the outcome that counts, at least on an individual level. However, general statements cannot be derived from this. We all bear responsibility for our health, at least to a large extent. There are blows of fate that no one can do anything about, but in many cases, we have the opportunity to actively work on our health and bring about positive changes. By acting proactively and choosing the methods that are good for us, we can sustainably improve our well-being. Nevertheless, these new perspectives offer valuable food for thought that goes beyond conventional wisdom. They illustrate the complexity of osteoarthritis, particularly in cases where patients are only treated symptomatically. It is important to emphasize that this approach is no longer appropriate. In our opinion, there is no guarantee of a cure, but there is at least an increased probability of improvement. For anyone living with osteoarthritis, the message is that there is hope and numerous opportunities for improvement. Be it through established treatments, innovative approaches, or a combination of both. The key is an active, holistic approach. That's it for today's episode. See you next time. As always, we wish you a long, healthy, and happy life.